swung on, driven deep out into right field, back at the wall, and it's out of here. The first home run of the Southern Ohio Copperheads season comes off the bat of Ben Rushing.
Breaking ball line towards third base, diving is Daniel Cruz. He makes the catch. Wow, what a play.
Gets green light swinging, 3-0. Drives one deep out into left field, back at the wall. It is out of here. Home run, Chris Gambert.
Swung to the first pitch, drives it out to right field. It is deep, and it will carry over the wall for a homer. It is a 3-run shot to opposite field off the bat of Chris Gambert.
Copperheads Baseball is presented by Ohio Health and by Ambassador Laundry, Athens Chambers of Commerce, Athens County Convention and Visitors Bureau, The Cat's Eye, Classic Brands, Donato's Pizza, Dan Inman Electric, Echoing Hills, Edward Jones, Fall Green Moortime, Holiday Inn Express, Jackie O's, Kona Ice, Rocky Brands, Stephanie Wood and Ohio Realty, Shauna Stump, Snyder, Fuller, and Stroh, Union Street Diner, Ohio University Credit Union, and Wendy's.
Live from Heist Park here in Galion, Ohio, it's the Southern Ohio Copperheads facing the Galion Graders. Hello and welcome into the broadcast. Connor Mills alongside Joey Medore. Welcome back, Joey. Copperheads 10-10 on the year. Graders 4-14. Copperheads going back to 500. And Joey, well, he didn't really miss much. 2-game losing streak snapped yesterday as they beat the Graders 18-6.
Yeah, up in Canada, the Copperheads, struggled a little bit when it came to pitching. Coach Dunphy mentioned it, how he thought maybe these guys a bit overworked at this point in the season, really short on arms, kind of been the story as he's still trying to bring players in. So lost 2 in Canada, but a nice recovery yesterday, get back to 500 on the season at 10-10 as they look to sweep the Graders in this 2-game set and then finish out inter-division play tomorrow when they take on the Locos of Lima.
Yeah, it should be a good matchup between the Lima Locos as they are leading in the North Division.
America, we ask
so it's going to be an exciting matchup as we'll take a quick break before the national anthem. And we'll be right back on the Copperheads Media Network presented by Ohio Health.
Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area Chamber of Commerce logo and be sure to support the businesses that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of Uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping, and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic Brands, Budweiser, and Yingling are all proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-529-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home and a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information, contact them at 740-594-3541.
Fall Green Moortime, one of the nation's leading integrated marketing and communication firms, prides itself on hiring the best and brightest graduates from across the country each year. In fact, the company is home to many Ohio University alumni. For more details on internships and employment opportunities, visit www.fallgreenmoortime.com.
You'll be living the life if you stay at the Holiday Inn Express with a free complimentary breakfast, high-definition televisions in all the rooms, and free Wi-Fi, in addition to being the only non-smoking hotel in Athens. Live the life, Holiday Inn Express.
This is Austin Dunphy, the manager with the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
Just moments away now from the first pitch here at Hayes Field between this
Southern Ohio Copperheads and the Galion Graders. But first, Connor Mills takes through starting lineups and the starting pitching matchup for today's game.
Well, let's start off with the Southern Ohio Copperheads. Thomas Zazaro batting leadoff today. He's at second base. Zach Iverson at third. He bats second. In the 3-hole, Sebastian Fabic out in right field. Zion Avery making his return to the team after he was not let into Canada. Nobody took the trip, just like you. Just didn't have a passport. Jared Hurd also could make it, along with Jared Kaiser. But Zion Avery batting cleanup today. Reese Trahey, the designated hitter, batting fifth. Batting sixth, Carter Cross in left field. Scott Combs making his third start behind the plate in a row. And then Lucas Nasanti out in center field. Phil Glasser at short. Jake Hansen pitching on the mound for the Southern Ohio Copperheads. Moving on over to the Galion Graders. Bryce Ray out in right field. Austin Harper, the designated hitter. Andrew Sharp over at third base. Devontae Washington in center. Sean McLaughlin at first. J.P. Bitzenhofer, the catcher. Thomas Staub, the left fielder, followed by Fisher. And he's at second base. And Ryan Strittmather, the man at shortstop on the mound. Creek Miller for the Galion Graders.
Creek Miller is on the mound, making his fifth appearance on the year, fourth game started so far. Doesn't have a record, 4 ERA, 14 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts, 13 hits, 13 walks. In his last outing back on June 23rd against the Hamilton Joes in an 8-1 loss. He pitched an inning, gave up 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, a strikeout, facing 7 batters. As his longest outing on the year has been 5 1/3 innings, as the Southpaw gets the start today for the Graders as they look to improve upon what's been a lackluster start to the season. 4-14, sitting at the bottom of the North Division, just 3-7 in their last 10 ball games. But I'm excited to be back on the broadcast as Ryan Donahue, I think, did an okay job filling in.
Donahue did a good job, but glad to have you back. And I'm going through this here, and I think there's going to be an issue on Point Streak with official scoring. It says Fisher, who is number 3 on their scorecard, is at second base, but number 3 over in Point Streak would be Jared Strickler. So there's a little mishap on the scorecard here. It could be a forfeited game. We'll have to go through the rules and check that. But as of right now, they wrote down the name Fisher, and there is no Fisher on the Point Streak roster. So it will be interesting to see once we get to the number 8 batter for the Galion Graders.
Leading off for the Southern
We'll see what happens.
Copperheads is the second baseman,
As
number
Coach
9,
Dunphy
Thomas Zazaro. Hands
in his lineup card, and now Thomas Zazaro digs into the plate, who's been a fixture at the top of the order in his second year with the Copperheads. 11 for 40 on the season for a .275 average. Has a triple, a homer, 7 RBIs, 4 walks. As a pitcher, he holds a 2-1 record with a 1.95 ERA. But the first pitch from Creek Miller into Zazaro misses up high for a ball, and Cesaro's up in the count 1-0.
You know, as I said, that number 3 wasn't there. I probably opened up the tab on the computer about 2-3 minutes ago, and then just refreshed it now, and they, as we were talking, just put in Fisher to the roster. So it looks like everything crisis averted.
Well, just in time as Zazaro takes the 1-0 pitch for a strike now, 1-1. As Zazaro lines that one out into fairly deep right field. It's back at the wall, and it clangs off the top of the wall. Heading into second is Thomas Zazaro. He will be in sliding head first as he rings one out to the right field wall to open up the ball game. Nice show of power from Zazaro the opposite way, and it's a leadoff double for the Copperheads in the top of the first inning.
Well, for Thomas Zazaro, picked up a couple hits in yesterday's game.
Third baseman,
but
number
here
14, Zach Iverson.
gets his first double of the season. Had a triple and a home run. Now he can put a tally in each box. Double, triple, home run. He's got the double here in today's game.
Now has every kind of extra base hit you can pick up on the season. As now Zach Iverson, the third baseman, digs in. As Zazaro drawing attention to himself out at second. First pitch into Iverson. The lefty misses up high for a ball, 1-0. So a good start for the Copperheads in this ball game, looking to get back above 500 at 11-10. As 1-0 pitch into Iverson catches the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. So Iverson will look to drive in Zazaro with a base hit here. As 1-1 pitch misses up high to Zach Iverson, it'll be a 2-1 count. To the 2-hole hitter playing third base in the ballgame. Iverson 16 for 46 on the season, good for a .348 average. has 2 doubles, a homer, 8 RBIs. That's 2-1. Misses up. Actually catches at the letters to Iverson. He thought it was outside and a bit high, but ruled a strike. 2-2 now to Iverson. With Cesaro leading off second base. Creek Miller takes a look back at him. Now will head to the plate. Change up in the dirt. Chased by Iverson. Swinging. First strikeout for Creek Miller. First out recorded in the ballgame. 1 away in the top of the first.
For the Southern Ohio Copperheads, right fielder, number 22, Sebastian Fabic.
A tough at-bat there for Zach Iverson, but got a long game left, so he's got a lot of chances.
So the talk of the town in Athens, Sebastian Fabic digs in, the Ohio Bobcat. In the spring, so far this season through almost the first month of play, batting a .405 as he takes a big rip at the first pitch but comes up empty 0-1. But a .405 average in 74 at-bats, 30 hits, 10 doubles, a homer, 16 RBIs, had a grand slam in the ball game yesterday, going 4 for 6 with a double, a homer, 5 RBIs, and a walk. As he takes the 0-1 pitch on the inside corner for a strike, 0-2. But Connor Fabic, just been kind of waiting for him to slow down, but it just hasn't come yet this season. Really impressive with the longevity that he's been able to show at the plate this year.
Well, in my book, Fabic has the best batting average in the GLSCL.
As the 0-2 pitch line towards the shortstop, he will make the catch. As had that ball gotten over his head, might have scored Cesaro, but the shortstop strip might matter. His teammate from Ohio makes the catch, and 2 away now in the inning.
34, Zion Avery.
Hard hit ball again from Sebastian Fabic. He's really been stroking it as of late, but just right out of guy.
But as you mentioned, Fabic is second in the league in batting average, but has significantly more at-bats than everybody else on the list. But now Zion Avery, the cleanup man, digs in. As you mentioned at the top of the broadcast, couldn't make the trip to Canada, didn't have a passport, much like myself. So I fear there's Zion. But he's back in the lineup. First pitch into him is taken for a strike, 0-1. But before the break, Zion Avery caught fire as he's now batting .311, 3 doubles, 2 homers, 9 RBIs. Of course, he had that 2-home run ball game against the Clippers back on June 20th, which was a standout game. But currently comes in with a 4-game hit streak, looking to extend that, get an RBI as he now pops that one into right field, heading over the right fielder in the foul ground. He will make the catch with 2 hands, and the side will be retired. So that's a leadoff double by Cesaro off the right field wall. The Copperheads unable to move him over, and there's no score heading into the bottom of the first inning. You're listening to Copperheads Baseball on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health. Ambassador Laundry, your locally owned and operated laundry and dry cleaning business, is a proud sponsor of the Copperheads. Stop by 15 West Stimson for all your laundry and dry cleaning needs.
It's a grand slam when you shop locally. Look for the Athens Area Chamber of Commerce logo and be sure to support the businesses that support the Athens Sandlot, our very own Copperheads, and our community. Love Athens. Keep it local, because together we make a difference.
The fun is just beginning in Athens, Ohio. Outdoor concerts and festivals, rails and trails, a 30-mile meal, and the funky vibe of uptown Athens and Court Street, Ohio's most eccentric half-mile. The best road trip starts at AthensOhio.com, the region's most comprehensive site for maps, shopping, and dining directories, and events calendar. Visit AthensOhio.com and start planning your next adventure.
Classic brands Budweiser and Yingling are all proud supporters of Copperheads Baseball. Please drink responsibly and always use a designated driver. Responsibility matters.
Donato's is the exclusive pizza provider of the Southern Ohio Copperheads. With toppings loaded from edge to edge, Donato's Pizza will be sure to satisfy your hunger. Located at 688 East State Street in Athens, make Donato your pizza of choice today. Order by calling 740-529-5049 or order online at donatos.com.
My name is Jake Hansen. I'm from Olney Central College. Go Knights, and this is your Copperheads Media Network.
As it's Jake Hansen's ball to start this ball game for the Copperheads in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Hansen, making his 5th start on the season, has a 1-run record with a 3.62 ERA, 19 in the 3rd innings pitched. 12 strikeouts, 17 walks. That's been the issue for him this year, the walks, as he'll look to keep those to a minimum. As in his past couple starts, he's walked 5. His last start was his shortest on the year, only going 3 1/3, giving up 4 runs. All of them earned 7 hits, 5 walks, facing 22 batters as Bryce Ray leads it off for the Graders in this game. First pitch from Hansen comes right down the heart of the plate for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, for Jake Hansen, he's going to have to try to replicate what he did back on June 11th against the Cincinnati Steam, a 6-2 win for the Copperheads in that game, where he went 6 innings, struck out 6, and only walked 3.
As the 1-0 pitch bounces into Scott Combs, taken by Ray for a ball, now 1-1.
But if he's going to be successful, he's going to have to try to find that groove and find that pitch.
Of course, a 2-pitch guy is Hansen, fastball, breaking ball. He'll throw the breaking ball in any count. As that pitch with a fastball on the 1-1 count misses up high and inside for a ball, 2-1. But for Ray on the season, 10 for 40 for a .250 average, couple of doubles, 4 RBIs. Went 1 for 5 in the ballgame last night. He's way out in front of that pitch and lines it down to third base towards the bullpen. And it'll even up the count at 2 to the leadoff man in the bottom of the first inning. No score yet between the Copperheads and the Graders. But Hansen gets his sign from Combs from the windup. He'll kick and deal the 2-2 pitch into Bryce Ray. He will swing and loop it out into shallow right center field. Backing up as the second baseman, Cesaro. He will make the catch on the run and flip the ball to the right fielder, Fabic, who gives him a look. Fabic fires it back into the infield, but a nice play backpedaling by Cesaro to retire the leadoff man in the bottom of the first.
Just a nice play from Tom Cesaro, showing his range. Wasn't a hard hit ball off the bat of Bryce Ray. But Cesaro just tracking it down and making the play.
So now the lefty hitting Austin Harper will dig in out of Ohio Wesleyan University. As so far in the season, has a .204 average, 4 doubles, 2 homers, 12 RBIs, 9 walks, 9 strikeouts. First pitch in from Hansen misses high and outside for a ball, 1-0. But Harper did not play in the ball game yesterday. In his last game on June 26, went 1 for 3 with a single. As the 1-0 pitch misses just low below the knees to Harper, 2-0 now. As Hansen gets the sign from Combs, 2-0 pitch is swung on and fouled down the first base line. Might have caught Harper in the box off the foot. But Hansen comes back in with a strike, and it's 2-1. As Zach Iverson playing up on the grass, playing the bunt from Harper, the lefty. It's kind of a shift put on by the Copperheads as you see Phil Glasser, the shortstop, closer to the second base bag in the hole, and here comes a 2-1 pitch, and that ball is lined towards where Phil Glasser is playing up the middle. He fields it, throws it on the first to Zion Avery. So the shift works out for the Copperheads. Ball hit right to Phil Glasser, playing up the middle. And the first 2 Graders retired in the bottom of the first inning.
Well, I have to wonder how much of a factor that Jeff Steffen, the analytics guy, has to play into kind of decisions like that. You know, Austin Dunphy and Michael Blanchard are working with the players, trying to get them ready game by game. But Jeff really does a nice job scouting and puts together a nice package for Dunphy, and they make the decision off of what his research shows.
3-hitter Andrew Sharp digs in. First pitch into him is a called strike on the outside corner, 0-1. As Andrew Sharp, the 3-hitter from Grayson, Kentucky. Here comes the 0-1 pitch into him. That will catch the inside corner for a strike, and Hansen quickly ahead on Sharp, now 0-2. But a 2-for-4 ball game for Sharp yesterday. A couple of singles, came around to score a run, stole 2 bags as well. He's way out in front of the breaking ball from Hansen, and that'll be a strikeout. So a good start for Jake Hansen. He goes 3 up, 3 down, striking out the last batter on 3 pitches. And we end to the top of the second. Still scoreless here in this Game 2 matchup between the Copperheads and the Graders. You're listening to Copperheads Baseball on the Copperheads Media Network, presented by Ohio Health.
Southern Ohio Copperheads would like to show our support for Echoing Hills. Echoing Hills provides individuals a place to call home and a comfortable and safe environment where they can achieve their dreams surrounded by supportive friends and staff. For more information, contact them at 740-594-3541.
Fall Green Mortine, one of the nation's leading integrated marketing and communication firms, prides itself on hiring the best and brightest graduates from across the country each year.
In fact, the company is home to many Ohio University alumni. For more details on internships and employment opportunities, visit www.fallgreenmoretine.com.
You'll be living the life if you stay at the Holiday Inn Express with a free complimentary breakfast, high-definition televisions in all the rooms, and free Wi-Fi, in addition to being the only non-smoking hotel in Athens. Live the life, Holiday Inn Express.
Fans, Jackie O's Pub and Brewery is the official pregame and postgame hangout for the Copperheads. Be sure to meet us there before and after every game. From your pint to your plate, Jackie O's proudly presents over 40 beers on draft, produced right here in Athens. Newly remodeled public house and kitchen menu, uptown in-house bakery, 22-acre farm and taproom facility lunch specials, and locally sourced dinners 7 days a week. 100-plus person outdoor patio, uptown. Learn more at JackieO's.com, Instagram, or Facebook today. After the game, be sure to stop by Jackie O's uptown or the tap room on Campbell Street. Just because
This is Austin Dunphy, the Southern Ohio Copperheads, and you're listening to the Copperheads Media Network.
It'll be Reese Trahey, Carter Cross, and Scott Combs all due up for the Copperheads in the top of the second as they look to break the scoreboard first off Creek Miller. First pitch in the Trahey. Cutters for a strike, 0-1. Trahey DHing in this afternoon's ball game as he calls time at the plate now. Creek Miller taking too long. So Trahey calls time. Now ready to go as Miller pitching out of the stretch. The 0-1 in the Trahey misses low for a ball. And even up the count at 1. Reese Trahey on the year out of Michigan State. As so far 10 for 38. Couple of doubles, a triple, 4 RBIs, batting .263. 5 walks, 3 stolen bases. As he went 1 for 4 back on June 26th. Did not play last night as the 1-1 pitch misses up high to Trahey at the eyes. And he's up in the count now 2-1. As Creek Miller will now deal the 2-1 pitch, and Trahey will line it out into left field for a base hit. So Trahey goes the opposite way, and in back-to-back innings now, the Copperheads leadoff man gets on with a base hit. There'll be a runner on first with nobody out in the top of the second.
Number 7,
For the Copperheads in yesterday's game, they got a runner on base. They found a way to bring him home. 18 runs scored, the season high for the Copperheads. So they just have to continue doing what they've been doing. Wipe Canada out of their minds and just get back to baseball.
First pitch to Carter Cross. Misses up high for a ball, 1-0, but the offense has been solid the past couple weeks for the Copperheads, having several 10-plus run ball games. As the 1-0 pitch into Carter Cross. Big rip by Cross, but he comes up empty. Even up the count at 1. Carter Cross is 6 for 27 out of the University of Nebraska, batting .222. Went 0 for 3 with an RBI and a walk in yesterday's ball game. As the 1-1 pitch is another big swing from Cross. He comes up empty again. Ball gets away a little bit from the catcher, Bitzenhofer, but staying at first is Trey. It's a 1-2 count now to Carter Cross. As now the lefty Creek Miller comes set, takes a peek at Trey. He comes home, and that pitch will miss outside and low to Carter Cross, even up the count at 2. As Miller coming set, looking at Trey. Trey takes off on the pitch. 2-2 is fouled back into the screen by Carter Cross. So Trey was taking off, but Cross had to protect with 2 strikes and fouls it away. You'll see another 2-2 pitch. That's a 2-2 pitch. Creek Miller, not a big strikeout guy this season, as a pickoff attempt over to first base, as he did have 6 strikeouts back on June 6th in his first start on the season. But since then, only having 2 on June 11th, 2 on June 18th, and only 1 in his last outing back on the 23rd. It's a 2-2 pitch into Carter Cross, misses way high
as Bitzenhofer pops up out of his crouch to haul it in. And it'll be a full count now to Carter Cross with one away, or excuse me, nobody out. Runner on first in the top of the second inning. No score between these two teams yet.
And just for the Copperheads, it was a little bit of wild pitching.
As a payoff pitch is lined down the first base line, but just foul. Zooming by the first base coach, Michael Blatchford. But Cross will see another full count pitch.
Just the pitching yesterday for the Galion Graders. 3 hit by pitches at least in the game. 3 by just coming off a Tanner Glass.
The full count pitch misses high and away to Carter Cross, so he'll be walked first 2. Copperheads reach base here in the top of the second inning, and now there's 2 runners on, nobody out for Scott Combs.
Tanner Glass got hit by a pitch 3 times. Cesaro got hit by a pitch. You had Scott Combs getting hit by a pitch. Just there was a lot of wild throws. Had a lot of walks issued in the game. Just was not a clean pitching performance on the Graders pitching staff at all yesterday.
Well, the Copperheads also lead the GLSCO in hit by pitches, or batters being hit by a pitch this season. That's the first pitch in to Scott Combs. Is a called strike 0-1. So they just seem to have a knack. We're getting hit by a pitch this year. Seems to happen a couple times every game.
They're up to 31 now on the season.
As Scott Combs swings at the 0-1 pitch, fouls it off himself in the box. He'll be okay. But he'll be down in the count now. 0-2 to Creek Miller. As Scott Combs on the year, as Connor mentioned earlier, now catching in his 3rd straight game this year, as he's been used to a platoon with Chris Gamble that's gotten the start in these past 3 ball games, hitting .308 with a double, 8 RBIs. Went 3 for 5 yesterday with 2 RBIs. All the hits being singles as the 0-2 pitch is lined into